Hey guys, welcome. My name Kyrios here, and this is going to be a different video for me than what I typically do. If you guys follow my channel, I usually do a lot of guides. I give you guys a lot of the raw details of any of the games we play. Now, if you guys have also, now I do want to state out that this video, I do actually really like Artery Gear Fusion. I have a first impressions, which is very positive, and I have a reroll guide, and I have a few other videos that are probably somewhere above my head. But and then this video is just gonna be a little bit different. I'm just gonna cut right to the chase and talk about some of the issues that I think that a lot of people are experiencing, or maybe some people are experiencing. And just to throw it out there, right? I'm still playing the game, right? We're still playing it. I'm still streaming it. I still have other guides coming out. I still have other videos coming out, and I'm enjoying it. But I still just I feel like you guys need to know some of this stuff. So the first thing I do want to tackle is that I feel like the game came out a little too soon. I don't think they did enough QA testing. There is a lot of device issues, and there's a lot of one-star reviews, mainly because there's a lot of devices that seem to not be working. We had a lot of people in chat just show up and be like, yo, I can't get it to work, or it crashes while it's trying to patch, or downloading 6,900 different files and it crashes over and over and over again. And that seems to be a problem with their regression testing. So I'm sure they'll figure that out over time, and I'm not really going to talk on that, but I feel a lot of the people that want to play the game and they can't. Now, the biggest issue, one of the biggest issues that I have right now is that you get all these free pre-registration rewards that we got for getting 500,000 unique pre-registrations and all that goodness. And the way they implemented it is just wrong, right? So it's one thing to have an event, right? You can have an event that's like 5 days, 7 days, 14 days, brand new, global opening, all this goodness, right? But not your pre-registration rewards. If you're gonna promise people a pre-registration reward, you should get it the second that you start a new account, right? A brand new account, not daisy chaining it out over several days. Now, I know that they sort of did this with the Japanese version. It's just not a good look for the global version, right? It's just, you know, you log in, you got nothing in your mail. You're like, oh wait, am I gonna get my 1,800 gems for how many days? What? It's like 3 days, plus then I get the rest of them 7 days later, and then I get some of them like 10 days later, and maybe I get them here, there, and there, and there, and it's really just not a good look, and I do not enjoy that personally. Now that does affect a lot of people that are rerolling, and we'll talk about rerolling in just a second. Now, the other thing I do not enjoy is that if you guys are playing the game, they shove all these timeout or these timed packages right in your face, especially with the SSR selector, where they're like, hey, congrats, you pulled an SSR, which, by the way, the SSR selector only has a couple good characters on there and really only has one good character on there. Doesn't have the whole pool. So, I mean, is it nice? Yes, but it would be nicer if it had everyone in it. But I digress. But then as soon as you pull it, they're like, hey, you want to progress that person faster? Here's a $44.99 package that expires in 7 hours. Now, I know like Epic 7 and a bunch of other games do this as well, but I feel like it's just very premature, and they just shove it all in your face where you're like, hey, this is going to go away in 2 days forever. This is going to go away in 5 hours forever. This is going to go away in 10 hours forever. And it's just very pressuring. I don't like that. I don't like that. Now, I get having time packages, that's fine, but having that low of a window in a time package on a brand new account, I don't know. That's very premature in my opinion. So going on to the reroll, I'm a big advocate for rerolling. I think starting with a really good account is really good for free-to-play players. I think starting with a really good account is good for dolphins and whales and people that want to pay, because I'm more likely to spend money on an account that's already good and continue with my journey down that game. Now, if I feel like that my account is really bad and I'm really struggling and I'm really struggling, that's not gonna entice me to pay to be better. That's gonna entice me to leave. And I think a lot of other people are in the same sentiment. Now, if you don't re-roll out there, you're not a big re-roller, I totally respect you. Totally get it. You play on, you enjoy the game, you keep doing it. But for all the re-rollers out there, it's near impossible. And now, I did set up a re-roll guide, but like to get 10 pulls, you have to go all the way to chapter 2.4, which could take you about 30 minutes. Then on top of it, on these Reddit posts and everything like that, we have people getting IP banned for rerolling, for literally rerolling. So people are having to use VPNs and stuff like that to get around the IP banning. Why even have a guest account if you're not going to allow people to reroll? There's no reason to have even the guest account. You might as well just have people set up a new account. And then on top of that, they changed the salting. It used to, in the Japanese version, you used to be able to do +1 on Gmails, and then they changed it at the last second. Now it's .1, and but we had to figure that out, right? So it's just it does not rub me the right way with that. On top of that, you have no redeemable codes. This is the first gacha game I played in a long time where they don't have like global introductory codes. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 7. I don't know. And then you get no summons, guys. Even though you get that SSR selector, 10 summons to play for 30 minutes is terrible. Absolutely terrible. On top of that, if you guys didn't know, the Korean version of this game launched at the same time. And the Korean version, now I know that they had some raffle or competition on some forum board somewhere. They get a free 10 pull the first second their account is live. The first second. Whether it's a reroll account or not, I don't even know if you can reroll really on the Korean accounts. But why when you launch the game at the same time, why is there not the same benefits, right? Why does one get better than the other? Now, I get games have, staggered releases. Like maybe they, a game comes out 6 months later and that new version to like global or to Japanese or anything like that gets some incentives. I totally get that, but not day 1, right? That makes no sense to me. And then, I don't know. Guys, these are just my big problems with the game. The game is fun. It's got a lot of improvements from a lot of other games that are in the same genre as this. I'm going to say games like Epic 7 and stuff like that, right? It's got a lot of quality of life. It's got some nice live 2Ds. It's got some nice waifus. But it's just, I see people struggling. I struggled myself. We struggled to even try and pull a good account. And I pulled a decent account, I would say. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? Am I just complaining? I might be complaining, but I think I'm right, and I think this is gonna rub people the wrong way. I think it's gonna drive more people away than bringing people in, and I think you really need those introductory people to make sure that your rating on the Play Store and the iOS Store is as high as possible, right? So I don't know. Hit me up in the comments down below. Are you experiencing some of this? Does this hit home at all? Did I hit the nail on the head or the whatever that terminology is? I don't know, guys. I just had to get this off my chest. We're going to continue to play. I'll see you guys on the live streams. If you guys haven't liked and subscribed, hit that like and subscribe. I got some other videos on the way for this game on how to optimize leveling and all that goodness. And I will see you guys next time. Fist bump from me to you.